Rule time does timely reporting, right? We have also seen that in many instances, some employers and some contractors do not give their employees contracts. But the bad news for you is that whether you issue contracts or not, as long as they have worked in excess of 6 months, you will still be asked to pay full benefits. I'm going to do a few roll calls here. Rare Global. Yeah? I've interacted with a lot of your staff for over 2 years. Some people have been on contract, they don't have any formal contracts. That's unacceptable. It's most unacceptable. It goes against the grain of decent work. COI too has problems with that. I know some of you don't even supply your employees rain gears, health and safety materials they need to be healthy, to be safe while they are at work. I mean, that is worrying for us. The reason why we are concerned that they don't have contracts is that because they don't have contracts, you don't even pay social security for them. That's a criminal offense. And I'm going to encourage NACIT to begin to evoke the provisions in the law. Because social security, like he mentioned, is one of those things we have put aside to secure people when any of the contingencies they cover fall due. Old age, death, and invalidity, right? So those are the things. We want to ensure that everybody complies so that at the end of one's active working life, or in case any of those contingencies fall due, they might have a place to seek recourse to. So after this workshop, I am going to encourage my team, for you all here, to sign an improvement notice. We're going to sign an MOU, and this is something we'll follow up on very seriously. His Excellency is concerned. Every as I stand here, there is a strike action at Prepare and B to go there. That's why I'm taking an early bite on the cherry so that I can go to Prepare. While at this, we are told there's another one involving all the subcontractors at Onkoli. May it please the Deputy Minister to graciously lead the delegation to the same place. But the bottom line is, these issues have been festering for some time. It's about time that we resolve them. These employees, they just deserve their just rewards. We also will say to them that we need stability in these places of work. They contribute substantially to GDP, to national development. So we want employees to obey the laws while they continue to trust the process. We will not sit by and see the rise of Sierra Leonean employees being toiled, being violated. There are also issues around work permits and other issues. We have credible information that some people working in this country do not have work permits. They don't have resident permits, they don't have work permits. That's against the law. It is my hope that immediately after this, those people who are in default will regularize that status. Otherwise, we'll let the law clamp down on them very heavily. Before I wrap up, I want to commend the efforts of NACIT. When they see opportunities, they know it. When we went on this round, we discovered there were these many infractions. And it's not, by the way, it's not only at Leo Rock and its subcontractors. There are problems with other employers. I went to cement factory, right? You have had people on casual contract close to 20 years, 15 years, on tape, right? So for those, they have not been paying any form of social security. I saw people emerge from a bagging room. They all look like ghosts. No health and safety equipment, no nothing. That is unacceptable while we sit here. Otherwise, we are not treating our job seriously. It behoves each and every one of us as employers to make sure that the fair complement of employee dues are given to them, ranging from health and safety to overtime pay to risk allowances and to sundry other things that will keep the employees motivated and committed. So the employees too, these employers need to stay in business. They need peace, stability, and industrial decorum to be able to stay in business so that you can continue to have your jobs. So I appeal to you, when you have issues, please feel free to contact the Ministry of Employment, Labour and Social Security. This is a new day. We will treat those complaints very seriously. I know there is a long history of, of inaction, but we have pressed the reset button. We will do well as our law established. So I want to encourage all of you who made time to be here. I want to thank you for coming and to assure you that this is not an adversarial move, but we are not going to allow anybody to violate the laws willy-nilly. So Roy, Koy and others who are in violation will expect you to sign to a commitment with clear timelines, when you remedy this. And the bad news is you are also Sierra Leonean employees. If you don't have a contract, or if a few of you have contracts, the rest of the people don't have contracts, I don't know how you feel if you sleep at night. I'm not taking on you, I'm merely putting something on the floor. This is how I feel when I see injustice perpetrated against the employees. I almost lose sleep. So gentlemen and ladies, I'm happy. The solidarity message from Leon Rock, but we still have to do a lot, right? Yesterday I had the opportunity of meeting with the CEO. Some of the issues they say will be resolved. You are aware? Yeah. You are well. I understand their rice supply will be scaled up from 25 kg to 50 kg every month. I also understand that because we have had a long history of engagements, I also understand they will officially communicate that to their staff that they will review their current insurance arrangements, get a more robust insurance company to look after their health and wellness, and that they will increase salaries. So my position, what I was saying, that is quite commendable. I wish we had done this before all of these uprisings in various places, but I just think we have to have a longer term approach. In Rutai, the consultants started investigations yesterday. I proposed to them to be able to have an enduring industrial harmony. We need to do a comparative salary benchmarking with other players in the sector so that you're able to position yourself in the best percentile. So that is ongoing, and that's the same thing I will recommend to you, because we're not going to allow business as usual. His Excellency is very concerned about the welfare and well-being of Sierra Leoneans, while at the same time, he wants to ensure that these businesses continue to run. So it's a delicate balancing act. We want the businesses to continue to operate and profitably too, so that they can pay taxes, they can contribute to creating 500,000 jobs and more. But while at that, we also insist that our people must enjoy the benefits of decent work. There are accusations of discrimination. In many of the places at Leon Rock, we will not accept it today, tomorrow, at any time. It's clearly in the employment law, in the Employment Act of 2023. We have been there, we have listened to tales of that, but we want to draw a deep blue water line under that, so that we don't get future complaints. Without much ado, I'm going to leave. Thank you very much.